how you doing? So today, President Trump is getting criticised because he commented about the British troops in Afghanistan, saying that they were never on the front line. And so that's created a big hoo-ha with Keir Starmer and Nigel Farage and all sorts of people, and then they're showing people in the media, soldiers that were out there, etc. So we know that President Trump is always the first to smash the pinata of fake news and lead us in the direction of what the truth is. So as soon as I heard this, I was thinking about this, and I was like, is he telling us that what we thought in Afghanistan was actually not the case? Remember, the majority of us only know about these wars, rumors of wars, through the media, and we know the media have been lying to us, including social media and everything else. So it feels like President Trump is setting the stage to reveal something, or for something to be revealed about this. Remember the whole thing of weapons of mass destruction, and I can talk about this on YouTube because it's public news, it's in the news, it's in the media. So that was a big hoo-ha, and then it was revealed that they made up the reason to go into Iraq, and then there was Afghanistan and the whole thing of 9/11. So is President Trump doing President Trump's job? One of his jobs is to point in the correct direction. Feels like it. What do you think? I remember a year and a half ago or so, he talked about Israel, the fight there that's gone, he's brought peace to that now, but he said at the time, and it didn't happen. And I think I was the only one that really, on the Truth channels, put that out. And then people's cognitive dissonance kicked in and said, oh, did he really mean it like that? Or, he says things in plain sight, and then it's up to people to hear what's gone on. So just as people give the game away with subtle slips, subtle psychological leaks when people are lying, the reverse of that is someone can tell the truth in plain sight, and then people will either dismiss it, listen to it, examine it, or they'll completely do what they want to do and use cognitive dissonance and cognitive bias to convince themselves of the narrative that they believe anyway. And people, remember, this is a battle of dark to light, and we've seen it, people will die for their beliefs, literally sometimes, and they'll fight others, people they love and trust. They'll go and turn and rend and go against them, because if you screw with someone's beliefs, they end up hating you, basically. That's what's been going on. So when he said clearly, and he knew it, everything he says is, he knows what he's doing and saying. But if anyone's going to know that the narrative around that wasn't the case, it's going to be him. And so he's going to tell people in a way and get the ball rolling, and then all these other culprits will come out, because when it all when the truth about everything comes out, disclosure on wars and pretend wars, or not the reason people went in, and do it, all the other things are all going to come out. So that's what it feels like to me. That feels like it to me. So we'll see what. Interesting question. Did we go into Iraq to get in Looking Glass? Maybe. I don't know too much about the location of it, but Looking Glass 141, Reincarnation 141, Quantum Leap 141, Tom Bushnell 141. Quantum Leap Looking Glass is 282, 88 miles per hour. So maybe it was in Iraq. I mean, the whole thing with Greenland, I spoke about that yesterday. What's under the ice? President Trump said he wants the ice, and so now today, it's brilliant. I mean, he just keeps hitting the hammer. Hammer 58, XRP 58, Nesara 58, Ivanka 58, Star 58. He keeps going for it, and it's 23.58 here as I'm telling you this. So I'm sure YouTube will probably squash this. but nevertheless, it's out in the public eye, so we can talk about it. It'd be interesting how many notifications go out to my audience. YouTube, you're going to let this video come out or not? In other sides of things, well, other news, silver's going up. It's at the highest it's been at. It will pause now over the weekend, but then you watch, it will jump up again Sunday evening UK time when the Asian market increases, when that opens, and that will probably ride. You'll see another multiple of increase, I reckon, by the end of next week. We'll see what happens with the crypto. I think a lot of that does depend on when they get around to doing, or when it's been planned for it really, the Clarity Act to really come out. I did have a question from someone today on my channel, so you're probably watching. She was asking about the Tangent and Coinbase. As I've said before, Coinbase and any other exchanges you have, you don't own the currency on those exchanges. I think a lot of you understand that, but there'll be a lot of you that maybe still don't understand that. So exchanges are fine if you want to buy, you can do that on there, but then you want to move it into a wallet, ideally a cold wallet, which is your Tangent wallet, which is this. The links are below. You get 10% off. You get you'll get $10 extra as well, put into your account, into your wallet, but you own it. These keys, these cards are your keys. These are your own individual keys. This gives you control over your crypto wallet. That's what the whole point of that is. If you leave it on an exchange like Coinbase, then there could come a time where they lock you out, or they make it really difficult for you to get it. So you don't want that to happen. Hence, you prepare before those things happen. And believe you me, the exchanges do things like that. They do that. So you want to move it off of the exchanges and put it into your Tangent wallet. That's the whole point of it, because you own the wallet. So hopefully that's answered your question. We'll see what comes in the next few days. We'll see what nail President Trump puts in the coffin next. There'll be something coming. That's the beauty of it. It gets going, then he does it again. Then he hits it again. He's smashing that piñata for sure. So thank you, sir. But people will end up either on the light side or on the dark side. Maybe some in between, and they'll transition over. But people will end up losing their minds over narratives and over the lies, and it's too much. If they accept that they've been lied to about pretty much everything, they have to change their whole reality. But you know what? If anyone's on the fence right now, it's much better when you realize the truth. The truth does have a cleansing effect, and it's much better to be on the side of truth. If you want to believe lies, then they'll catch you out. There will be a penalty to pay. The time of the Great Awakening right now is almost like a kind of embargo, where you can just transition over. You can go and follow the light, and the light will bless you. Talking of the light, so I had a wonderful private one-on-one Zoom session with Matthew. Matthew, if you're on the show today, hello. I had a really great session with him. And if you want to do a one-on-one with me, you can. Just to reiterate, the price is, and this is what Matthew paid, he'll tell you. It's $555 for 30 minutes, $888 for 60 minutes, and then $1,111 for 90 minutes. And you just convert that into your dollar amount, or pound amount, or euro, whatever currency you're in. Matthew sent me a wire on that, and it was, at the time, $737. So for the 30 minutes with Matt, and it was really great. So he's a big fan of the show, wonderful guy. I recognized him probably from another lifetime, but I was like, oh, he came on the screen. I hadn't seen his face before, and he was like, oh, it's him, it's you. So we instantly connected, and it was wonderful, and he shared with me his vision. And I think you'll probably be seeing on the ground more of the things that Matt's going to be doing. So he's got a great calling and a great mission to fulfill. So it's not for everyone, but if you want to, send me an email and we'll book it in. I'll have a couple of slots available next week. Send me an email at welcome.to to.psych.club@gmail.com, and we'll be able to do it together. So anyway, lots of love, folks. I'll see you tomorrow. Take care. Bye.